So dear student, today we are going to learn complex to simple sentence. As you know, before this corona period, we completed some task or some chapter from transformation. And today I will try to complete rest of the part. Today I will discuss complex to simple sentence. Before going to start complex to simple sentence, we need to learn what is clause as well as simple complex compound. Before starting the topic, we will learn the definition of clause as well simple, complex, and compound sentence. Dear student, there is a close connection between clause and simple, complex, and compound sentence. That's why you need to learn first what is clause, and then please go to the uh, transformation item simple, complex, and compound. At first, I will discuss about clause. What is clause? You please get ready with your notebook because today you will be really busy and you have to take a lot of note, or you have to write down the information I will provide you. So dear student, get ready with your copy. What is clause? You can write it down. I will define clause, and now please write it down. Clause is a part of sentence. Dear student, clause is a part of sentence. It is formed with a subject and a finite verb. I repeat, clause is a part of sentence. It is formed with a subject and a finite verb. Now the question is, what is finite verb? Okay, dear student, please make a note or write down. The verbs which have present and past form. I repeat, the verbs which have present and past form, that is called finite verb. And then what is non-finite verb? The verb which don't have any present or past form, and just like gerund and ing form, the verb consists gerund and ing form, that is called non-finite verb. Hope you have write down the definition of finite and non-finite verb. If you miss the part, then you can watch this video later on. I am going to the classification of clause. How many kinds or how many parts are there in clause? There are three types of clause in grammar. You can see one is principal clause, one is subordinate clause, and other one is coordinate clause. I hope that you can see the board clearly. Please write down. There are three types of clause in grammar. One is principal clause, next one is subordinate, and last one coordinate clause. Now we will learn what is principal clause. Principal clause is formed with one subject, one finite verb, and extension, and it has a complete meaning. And we always use this principal clause as a part of bigger sentence. We always use principal clause as a part of bigger sentence, but if we write down this clause in detached way, then it becomes a simple sentence also. So dear student, please write down. Principal clause is formed with a subject, a finite verb, an extension, and it always gives a complete meaning, and it always used as a parts of bigger sentence. Now I am going to the next word, subordinate clause. What is subordinate clause? Okay, dear student, listen carefully. Subordinate clause has also a subject, a finite verb like a principal clause, but it doesn't give, or it never gives, complete sense or a complete thought. Dear student, I hope you have understood. I repeat, what is subordinate clause? Subordinate clause is just like the principal clause. This clause has a subject, this clause has a finite verb, extension also, but it never gives you a complete thought, and it always takes help of a principal clause to reveal its meaning or to complete its meaning. I hope you have understood. Then I'm going to the next topic, coordinate clause. What is coordinate clause? Two principal clause is formed a coordinate clause, and two principal clause added with a coordinating conjunction just like and, but, or form a coordinate clause. Dear student, hope that you have written it down in your copy. I have defined this the definition of principal, subordinate, coordinate clause. Now I am going to the our main topic, simple, complex, and compound sentence, dear student. Now we will learn what is a simple sentence, what is a complex sentence, and what is a compound sentence. Sorry. You can see simple sentence. Here I have written principal. That means principal clause. As I mentioned before, principal clause becomes a simple sentence when we use this clause in detached way. That means principal simple sentence has also a subject, a finite verb, and an extension, and it always gives a complete meaning. This is simple sentence. You have to remember shortly. Always you will find only one subject and one verb in simple sentence. I'm going to the next word, complex. What is complex sentence? You can see here, principal plus subordinate. As I mentioned before, subordinate always takes help of a principal clause to reveal its meaning. That's why you can see complex sentence is formed with principal plus subordinate. That means when principal and subordinate clause added, then it creates a complex sentence. Hope you have understood, dear students. Next, go to the next topic, compound sentence. What is compound sentence? Two principal clause added with coordinating conjunction and, but, or makes a compound sentence, dear student. That is why at first I have used or I have defined the definition of clause, because it is closely related to simple, complex, and compound sentence. Dear students, now you are going to learn some exceptional rule, I hope, because before this corona period we discussed so many rules of complex to simple sentence, simple to compound. I hope that today we will learn some exceptional rules from complex to simple sentence. So please get ready with your copy or notebook, because you have to write it down now. We had reached school before the bell rang. We are learning complex to simple sentence, dear student. Write it down. Make it a simple. We had reached school before the bell rang. Think for a minute. What will be the answer? Actually, this is the rule of some subordinating conjunction, just like before, after, till, until. If you find this type of sentence, then you need to change the last part. Here you can see the bell rang. You have to make this part as a noun clause or you have to turn it into a gerund? The answer should be we had reached school before the bells ringing. You have to use a possessive bells. Here you can see only bell. Here it is bells. And make this word gerund ringing. We had reached school before the bells ringing. Hope that you can see the board clearly. Please write down the answer. Okay, dear student, I'm going to the next sentence. You have to do it by yourself. This is a very common sentence to you. The patient had died before the doctor came. Make it simple, dear student. The patient had died before the doctor came. Just follow the last rule I discussed and try to solve it. Hope you will be able to solve it right now. Okay, I am providing the answer. Please write it down. Same rule. The patient had died before the, use a possessive here, doctors and gerund coming. The patient had died before the doctors coming. Hope you have understood. Sorry. Hope that you have written this. And if you miss this part, you can watch the video later on, because you know that we have only 30 minutes and we have to do a lot of activity. Dear student, next I am going to another rule. He talks as if he were mad. Make it a simple sentence. He talks as if he were mad. Why here we have used were? As we know, after as if we should use were instead of was. He talks, and this is because this is an imagination. He is not mad, but you are just imagining that you are trying to think that he is a man. That's why we have used here were. He talks as if you were mad. What will be the simple form? Can you guess? Okay, dear student, let's see. He talks, instead of as if, you have to use like. Instead of as if, you have to use like. He talks like a mad, and mad what? We can take the word man. If you want, you can write down man, or if you write down he talks like a mad, that will be okay. I will use the word man here. He talks like a madman. Dear student, hope you have understood. Next sentence is for you and you have to solve it. And here you have to remember, here as if and as though, same rule. You have to use as if and as though, same rule. He behaves as though he knew everything. Make it simple. He behaves as though he knew everything. Make it a simple using the same rule. Try by yourself. Take your time. Okay, dear student, I am providing the answer. This will be a little tough for you because you have to take a word here. You have to take by yourself. He behaves, use like instead of if. He behaves, everything will be converted here into all. He behaves like all knowing man. He behaves like all knowing man. That means he pretends to be a really intelligent man. Hope you have understood the rule, dear student. I am going to the next rule. You must write down these sentences. As you know, you are SSC candidate, and you know in board question there are so many exceptional things last year we saw. So you have to take preparation. Every exception you have to learn. Every exception. Next rule. He is as brave as you. Make it simple. He is as brave as you. What will be the answer, dear student? He is as brave as you. Can you imagine? Okay, let's try. He is he is he is as brave as you. He is brave like you. This as will be omitted and you have to use like instead of as. The answer should be he is brave like you. He is brave like you. Okay, I'm going to the next sentence. You have to solve it following the same rule. He is as wise as you. Make it simple, very easy. Dear student, what will be the answer? Can you put it in the comment box? I want to check it out. Are you attending the class attentively? Somebody, please put your comment in the comment box. What will be the answer? Your time is running out. 30 seconds. Within 30 seconds, is there any answer? Dear student, you have to be active participant. If you are attending the class attentively, you must cooperate with me. Okay, I'm solving this one for you. He is as wise as you. He is wise like you. Hope you have understood, dear student. Dear student, I'm going to the next rule. As soon as he saw me, he ran away. Very common sentence to you, I know. Make it simple. As soon as he saw me, he ran away. As we know, this is a rule of right form of verb. When you are using this phrase as soon as, both of the clause will be in past tense. That's why we have used here saw and ran. What will be the answer? As soon as he saw me, he ran away. Can you guess? Dear student, instead of as soon as, you have to use just after. Just after, then possessive form, then verb plus ing, then rest of the part will be same. Just after, just after, you can write down, or if you don't want to write, you can, because there is also he. Both of the subject are same here. Just after seeing me, he ran away. Just after seeing me, he ran away. Next sentence for you, you have to solve it. And I hope that you will put your answer in the comment box. No sooner had he gone there than the train left. Make it simple. Dear student, this is your task, and hope that you will be able to do that. Dear student, no sooner had he gone there than the train left. What will be the answer? Following the same rule, fast rule, you can follow the same rule and solve it. And put in the comment box. Put your answer in the comment box. Dear student, I am drawing your attention. Hope you will be able to answer this question. What will be the answer? Sorry. What will be the answer? Okay. No sooner had he gone there than the train left. Use just after. And then use possessive form. He is, there are two different subjects here. He and the train, different subject. That's why you should use here this possessive form his. Just after his, verb plus ing. Just after he is going there, the train left. Just after he is going there, the train left. Dear student, hope that you have written it. I'm going to the next rule. Please write it down. And we have 3 or 4 minutes left. I have started this class. I think that from 12:47. I'm late today 2 minutes. 12:47. So you'll get more 2 minutes. Please write down. You can take the money as much as you need. Very lucrative sentence. You can take the money as much as you need. Make it simple. What will be the rule? Okay, dear student. Here instead of as much as, you have to use according to. Dear student, because instead of as much as, you have to use according to, then put possessive form and rest of the part. The answer should be you can take the money according to your need. You can take the money according to your need. Hope you have understood this rule, dear student. You can take the money as much as you need. Make it simple. What will be the rule? Instead of as much as, use according to, and then put possessive form of you. You has become here your, and need will be sent. As much as your need. You can take the money according to your need. Hope that you have understood the rules. Our time is running out. So now I will go to the last session of the class. That is, I have made a color paper ready for you so that you can take your homework properly. You will get only 2 minutes for writing these sentences, and if you miss the part, then you can watch it later on. Here is the homework for you. Please write down. I have already discussed those rules, and from there I have given you some tasks, and you have to complete it within today, and you have to send this homework in my Facebook Messenger. I'll be really pleased if you do that, and hope that you will do that. First sentence is, as soon as he went there, put a comma, he found me. Second sentence is, okay, dear student, you have to convert these sentences into simple. Don't forget, because our today's topic is complex to simple. He is as hardworking as you. Number 3, wait there until I call you. Number 4, you can take the money as much as you want. Actually, this is the same sentence already I have given you. It will be really easier for you.